Hello, my wellness travelers. This is Dragonwolf, and today this is your collective reading for the new moon in Leo. And with that, the biggest energy here is the compassionate, and also the rest card. Now, the reason that you have this come up is because there has been a lot that's come up lately. And you've been working hard towards that. You have been evaluating everything that's been coming up. You've looked at things that have been part of your shadow, part of your trauma with the temptress. You have looked at parts of you when you have just gone wild and not cared about whatever your traumas have been, whatever your issues have been, and just let it go. You have allowed yourself to go through the spectrum because what you've been experiencing, what you've been going through, and for some of you, it's been a long time. Some of you, it's only been a recent acknowledgement, and this is a past wound, past trauma, that it's finally having more daylight on it, that you're finally feeling a certain level of freedom. Because the energy, the emotions, the intuition that's been with the Ace of Cups is really been a lot. There's just been so much that has been coming to the surface about this. And we have the Devil card. And so that's talking about your fears, it's talking about when we have really fallen into our temptations, we've allowed ourselves to kind of flow back and forth. We've sometimes have been strong, we've sometimes have been weak, we sometimes have just been somewhere in between, and sometimes we have just said, screw it, I don't care anymore, and I'm just going to go and have fun or throw it to the wind or whatever and not be completely aware of this. I want to ignore it, I don't want to deal with it. So there has just been an awful lot that has been happening with this wound, this trauma, and the emotions that have been coming up. And there's been a lot of new things, even if it's something you've been traveling with for a while and you feel like you've been aware of it, but there's been a new acknowledgement here. And so again, we have be compassionate with yourself. Anytime that we're dealing with any wounds or traumas, we need to be kind and loving to ourselves because we're dealing with trauma, and trauma is a very complex beast. So rest and be compassionate. That's what this reading and this new moon in Leo is all about, is self-care, is love of self. You have to love yourself. That is something that is paramount. You cannot fully love anyone or anything else if you cannot fully love yourself. So whatever the wound is, something that has been causing you to lose sleep over, to disengage from yourself and others. And when I mean disengage from yourself, meaning you're not taking care of yourself. You just push yourself, you ignore yourself, you involve yourself in maybe other people's problems and issues, you take care of others to avoid you. And this new emotion that's been coming up, you're finally starting to feel like I can sit with me. I'm finally seeing that I'm important. And you are important. It's time. Self-care. Be compassionate. Be loving. Be nurturing to you. That's what this reading is all about. And this is also a new beginning. We have the Fool card. And we also have the Death card right next to it. So that's a big deal. What is happening right now for you is a big deal. This is changing patterns. This is changing belief systems. This is changing all types of things for you. Your feelings for yourself. Because again, at the end of it all, we have to be with us. We wake up with us. We go to bed with us. We are with us 24/7. We cannot get away from ourselves. And we are spiritual beings, and we are tied into the collective. We're tied into all things. We're tied into God, the divine, the universe. We're tied into everything. So everything is tied into us, and we are tied into everything. So everything does affect us. So when we have new moons and full moons, eclipses, retrogrades, and anything like that, there are, and any other planet alignments, anything going on in the cosmos, anything going on down the street, at your job, at your school, in your family, in your neighborhood, whatever it is, it affects us. And how we react to it and what we feel affects it. We may not see that, we may not fully understand it, but that is the truth of it. And so just know that you are important, and you taking care of you is important. So this is a time, again, you need to be compassionate, be loving, be caring to you. Take time out. Do whatever it is that feeds your spirit, feeds your soul, feeds your body, your mind. If you like to read books, carve out some time to read a book. If you like to go for walks, if you like to get out on the river and float down the river, if you like to go to the beach, if you like to go to the mountains, if you like to go out to a favorite restaurant, go to a spa day, go shopping. Make sure that if there's any money involved, that it does fit within your budget. Okay, I'm not saying just go spend crazy, because we do also have to live in the material world, and we have to be responsible. So there is that. But you want to be taking care of you. And I do my own self-care. Sometimes I don't have always the time, but I forced myself a long time ago because of my traumas. I made myself work to be perfect, to never allow an opportunity for pain and suffering to happen again. So I exhausted myself. And when I started a real look at who I am, this is many, many years ago, and started paying attention and started the healing path that I have been on, and I'm still on. I'm still working on things. I'm at a better level now. I feel like I'm at a higher level in my healing and understanding and growth because of the work that I've put into it. But I would ignore myself. I would neglect myself. And one of the things that I knew I needed was rest at the end of every day. So that is a coveted time for me. I shut it all down. I put the phone in another room unless I have to have it for an alarm. So I put it across the room. I can't see it. And I read a book. I have something enjoyable to drink. I sit with my cat. And I enjoy a good TV show or a movie. I pray. I sit with God. I do whatever in that time frame because it's my wind down time. I do this on the weekends and during the week because I know that I need, and it's a couple hours, at least 2 hours. So if I have plans on the weekend and it keeps me out late than usual, it throws my schedule off, but I still take the time because I need to wind down. And during the week especially. So I don't make plans. I don't push myself. I don't do some of the things during the week that sound fun because I know, oh, it'll get me home too late. Oh, I won't be able to get to bed on time. I'll be tired the next day. I don't do that to myself. I can't do that myself. My body does not function that way to push it on complete fumes and still be able to function. And so that is a self-care thing I do. So you find out what that is for you. What are you avoiding? What are you not doing for yourself? Eating right, getting the sleep, resting your mind, getting the healing that you need, having quiet time, downtime. All of our lives are busy, but do they need to be as busy as they are? Are we saying yes to things too often? Are we pushing ourselves too much? Are we trying to be everything to everybody and we are throwing ourselves into disarray, that we're living off of caffeine and other substances trying to get through? This is not okay. And so this is a time, this week, this new moon in Leo, self-care, self-love, compassion, rest, beauty. Leo is all about some beauty and loyalty. Loyalty to yourself. be loyal to you. Know that you have to have a first status. Granted, for me, God is utmost. And I'm not selfish when I say that I take care of me. But I don't do it in a selfish way. I do it in a loving, compassionate way towards myself and towards others. Because if I make a commitment to someone or something, I need to make sure before I say yes that I check with me. I check with, is this going to work in my life? Because I'm not going to say yes to something that I may not be able to perform. I may not have the time to do. Or it might zap me to a point that it's going to be detrimental to me. This all is important. You are important. You being everything you can possibly be at your 100% awesomeness for those in your life, whomever those people, animals, projects, commitments that you have. If you're not fully you, 100% you to the best of your ability, then you are suffering, and all of those that depend on you or that you're working with or what have you is suffering. So also be compassionate again about the fact that you've been dealing with some things. You have had new emotions, you've had new awareness, and that means that you're growing, and this is important. So I feel like I need to pull one more card, and we're going to do it from the Oracle just to see. I feel like there is something else that needs to come through. The Grouch. The Grouch. And what is this saying? This is saying that when you are not taking care of you, and you're not setting your boundaries with yourself and with others, guess what? You get feisty, you get funky, you get miserable, you get short with people and yourself, you get frustrated, you're edgy, you're unpleasant to yourself and to others. Because we can be sitting at work and something that is a challenge may on a day when we're in great working order, we do great with. But when we're not in a good place, we get frustrated, we get angry with ourselves, we lose our tempers. Even if nobody else sees it, we do it to ourselves. So we harm ourselves when we're not in a good place. So the Grouch. So remember that. If you're not taking care of you, you're not doing very well towards yourself or towards others. You need to love yourself. Compassion towards yourself. You need to love yourself. And you need rest. Okay? You need rest. And rest does not mean that you need to take a nap unless you need a nap. But rest is just disengaging. Is spending time with you, spending time in nature, spending time in a pleasurable pursuit that feeds your mind, body, and spirit. Because the new energy, the new emotion that has been happening as of late, and some people it's been more recent, some people it's been going on for a while, is finally at a point, as I said, that you're starting to really kind of get into a good place where there's a new beginning, there is a death card here, so it's a big deal. So rest, love yourself so you can love others. And this is a beautiful, wonderful reading because it's telling you that you are wonderful and beautiful. I love you. And the divine God, whomever you pray to, loves you. You are a beautiful, wonderful spirit. And you deserve to treat yourself in a loving, compassionate way. This is Dragonwolf. This is your new moon reading. And I am very excited for you to take care of you. And follow me on Instagram. Hit the subscribe button here, the like button, hit notifications. Check me out on my website at KathyShannonDesign.com. And have a wonderful new time with you.